Hi guys, and welcome to Beyond Limits in search for monster perch. Yeah! I'm here with Luc Coppens.
Whoa! Yoo-hoo! We are going to search for big perch this coming days in difficult circumstances.
Whoa!
Oh, yes! Look at
Whoa,
this!
it's golden!
Perch! Big perch! Very special perch!
Whoa!
Wow, look at this! For us it was also a question, what will it be? We are not in a studio, we are out there, outdoor. We cannot control the circumstances.
Absolutely. Follow us. Good morning guys, and welcome to the first day of our Beyond Limits series for monster perch. We have 3 days of hardcore fishing ahead, chasing down one of these waters, and I have Luc Coppens with me, one of the guys that knows these waters as if it's his own.
Welcome guys, we're gonna give you all our tricks and techniques we use, and I would say enjoy this film.
Let's go!
Let's go!
On the first day we had rougher weather. It was by far the coldest day, not only because of the temperature, it is also about the rain. When it's raining and snowing ice on the hands, everything's wet, then it becomes really cold.
It was really cold. I'm very pumped up, maybe not so much like a competition, but on the other hand, it's good to be a little bit relaxer. Then you have more time to explain to people how we are rigging some lures and everything. On a competition, we don't have really so much time for that. So that's a part that we're gonna explain better than in a competition. So yeah, I feel excited. Yeah, always when I can fish.
Let's fire him up.
Here is Captain Toon.
So in this series, what we would really love to show is how we are chasing patterns for catching perch. Even in tricky situations, because it can be tricky out there, we love to show you guys how we are still able to catch fish and how we are searching for the spots to catch perch. So we have 3 days of fishing ahead, and the plan is to figure out a little bit of pattern where we can expect some really proper big perch. So we're planning to, we're hoping to find some really good perch fishing and catch one of the lake famous monster perch that are swimming in here.
But guys, one thing you need to know about Toon. He is just on the water, so then he's always very hyper to catch the first fish, because everything I say, the first 20 minutes, he's not hearing something. He needs to cast, so.
Exactly. And but before we will cast, we have to tie on some steel leaders, yep. I think, because we have some really thin leaders that we use, titanium leaders, which do not affect the lure too much because it's super thin. A single strand titanium, and we know in these lakes there are some enormous pike. Yep. Luc has caught a few of them, yep. And we do not want to miss out on that, right?
No, and it's not affecting the perch. That's something we found out. The perch, it's so thin, the perch, it's not doing harm on your finesse style of fishing. Exactly. So very, very good. All right.
Yeah. Let's get this adventure started.
Let's go for
First
it.
Cast?
First cast.
First cast of 3 days of fishing. That's
a good sign.
Fantastic,
that's a good sign.
Fantastic.
I look forward to it.
Let's go.
Always check my drag.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, eh?
A hook set and completely loose drag, or even worse, completely tightened.
Yeah. It's a hard bottom, eh? Tom there.
Yes.
Yeah, I missed one.
You had a bite?
I had a bite.
Yeah. It's one of these spots where you have a desert around it and then a little bit of hard, not really structure, but hard bottom. And of course, if you have a desert and you have a little bit of water, there would be people.
Look, there's a piece of my networm.
He bit it.
He took a piece of my networm. And they are very elastic. It's so short now. Maybe it was pike or a zander, because perch.
Could have been. That's not a perch, right?
It's not a perch because they are so strong. I'm gonna put another one. It's Not that they are not taking it anymore, but you know,
For the feeling.
for the feeling.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
on the goby. When we hooked into the first fish and felt it was a big one, I thought, oh no. First cast with the bigger model. Can you net it, Luc?
Yes, of course, of course.
It's a big perch, I think.
I'm coming.
First cast on the bigger model goby.
That's a good start.
I think it's a big perch. Whoa!
Oh, yes. Yes,
Whoa.
sir. It's
What
a
a perch! Look
big
at
one.
Look at the goby.
Good, 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 good.
This is already a really big perch, and we just got started. So that was an incredible fight, an incredible fish, and it was just the first 15 minutes of 3 days hardcore perch fishing. So guys, we just started this challenge up. Luc also got a bite where a part of the TPR worm went off, and this one took one of our new lures, an ultra realistic goby imitation, Gunnar the goby. I think it's everyone knows these days that a lot of perch are feeding on it. More about that later. Let's see how long this precious perch is. Yeah, so what we said to each other was we would love to catch really big perch, but maybe not in the beginning.
Not too big.
Yeah, maybe not right in the beginning after 3 days of filming ahead of us. It could have been nice to have it build up. No, it's 50.
That's a good start, my friend.
It's 50.
Centimeter. 50 centimeter. First fish after 10-15 minutes. Yeah.
50
Yeah.
centimeters?
Very good.
What a way
Very
to
good.
start off!
Okay.
To start off this challenge.
We almost can go home.
All right, so that was it.
Go.
No, we are searching an even bigger one.
Yeah.
But this is, guys, let's be honest, this is a fantastic fish. And
Super, eh?
we couldn't wish anything more than after 15 minutes of fishing, catching this one. Let's release it, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about the lure, because
Mega.
this is a special one. Wow, what a start. And something very special, this was my first cast with the bigger model. So I was using a small Gunnar the goby is the name of this new lure, but I felt was going a little bit too slow maybe, so I switched to a bigger one and I immediately got a bite.
Was it a good bite?
No, it was just on. It was
Yeah.
super strange.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just took it. But let's be honest, guys, these kind of gobies, you don't find them more realistic than this one, and they are feeding on it. It's one of these fish that are in every canal and shouldn't be there actually, but they are there with enormous numbers. So it's, I think, personally #1 on the food chain. No wonder that we caught this beautiful perch on it. Let's continue fishing.
Yeah, come on. That's a good start.
Very happy, of course, and we were blessed to have it already.
For us, it was also a question, what will it be? We are not in a studio, we are out there, outdoor. We cannot control the circumstances, and you just have to do what you think, what you're doing best, and yeah.
So this is the kind of fishing pressure we have to deal with. We see a lot of fish, but when you catch one, seems like they stop biting. So we're gonna head out on the lake, see if we can find a few more active fish, and after that maybe we will come back here. All right, let's head out and see if we can find some more areas with a few perch.
Yeah.
At least what we think is perch. It's hard to examine. We're using a lot our side scan to try and find structure, and most of the time I would say you can spot them on a side scan near to structure. I said most of the time, not always. So if you see a really interesting structure, we might just fish it without actually seeing fish on it. Seeing them does not mean catching them. It's not only the fishing pressure, but it's also has a lot to do with the temperature of the water also. They're rather skinny. They're not eating as much.
No. We catch more skinny perch than other years this year. Normally they are all quite fat, especially mid-February. But the last weeks we caught some real skinny ones, and that is rare. So we think there's not so much food at the moment, and that makes also that perch is very spread out. You can catch one on 3 meter, but you can also catch one on 8 meter, and that makes it more difficult. And I think in March, for example, that they are coming more shallow. So they are and more together, so they are a little bit easier to find.
Yeah, and the good thing is we have 3 days of hardcore fishing ahead to break the code. And we'll do our best to break the code.
Yeah, it's not the most easy time of the year, February, but in the end.
Here we have some. Let's put the engine in.
Yeah.
Is there some current? Not much.
Yeah, there's a lot current.
Yeah?
I fish with 10 gram and my lead is going like boom.
Okay.
So
that's good.
You see the current behind the boat. Yeah. It's a lot of current.
That's
my
super.
God.
So the church was a...
Yeah, he came off. Yeah, he came off. No, it's on. It's on. Strange bite, man. He was swimming to the boat. This one.
Careful for my rod, huh? I told you.
Yeah.
We saw one.
Yeah, and a good one.
Oh my God.
A good one. Whoa. Yoo-hoo. Oh, guys, this was my first cast on the spot.
Yep.
Wow, look at this one. How nice it is.
It's completely white.
Look at this. It's a beauty. Oh, it's a beauty.
It's
a beauty.
Lovely.
Look at this. Look at this fish. Wow. It's very special. You see on the head? It's almost very light on the head.
It's a white one.
Look how he took the net worm. Complete inside. And do you see the black dots? It's something typical. I think this is a typical river fish because we see the black dots only when they come from the river. Very nice one. He took my net worm really hard. Very nice.
It's 45.
Oh, but he's so fantastic nice.
Look how angry he is.
Yeah, he's angry. So.
And again, these parasites.
Parasites, that means they are close to the bottom, being passive. This
Passively on the bottom.
You see this one?
Otherwise the parasites do not have time to climb up these perch.
Yeah. So.
Fantastic.
Isn't this a beauty? I love it. And guys, this is really cool because since this year I'm trying a lot more to fish with the light weights with a bait caster. And this W6 from Westin, the 50 BC, is really ideal to fish with light weights. In this case, I use a 7 gram tungsten net head with a net worm, and my line is the W10 0.12, and I cast like a rocket. And I don't know why, but I have a lot of feeling, I have a lot of control with it. So I really love it,
So guys, as you can see, it's similar like on the last spot. One bite and then it stops. Luckily the bite stayed on. Nice perch for Luc on the net worm. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move rather quickly and search the next group of perch to try and catch their one, and like that we are going to try and move and cover a lot of spots to find this one active perch.
Yep.
I think that's a good plan, right?
Well done, Captain.
Let's go.
When you want to catch a big perch, try to find places where they are. I mean, don't fish out in the desert when there is nothing to see and no reason to be there. If you don't find structure, they most likely will not be there.
So guys, on this spot, I'm going to search them with soft bait. This fish is a little bit faster. And this color is actually called Holy Chartreuse. It has a lot of these long glitters inside and is a very bright green top. I'm gonna use it with a 10 gram stand-up jig head to fish it rather aggressive along the drop-off. And of course, I hope they will like it. On some days, a normal soft bait still catches them. On other days, it gets completely outfished by a networm or by a goby. But I want to give it a shot here because last week I fished on this area and we caught a lot of fish actually on normal soft baits.
Very slow bite. I was thinking, is it something? And I just strike because I feel a little bit of resistance.
Unbelievable, huh? It's a perch or a zander?
I think a perch, but not sure that. And a good perch. Man, this was a very, very, very little bite. Like he was just holding it.
So they are here, huh?
Oh, look, this color. It's also a nice one. We are catching very nice perch today.
It's the color is really special.
The colors are special, eh? Wow, also with this black dots. And again on the networm, and the bite was so slow. It's not very big, but it's around 40 centimeters. And yeah, that's the thing. I'm always happy. Always happy if I catch a perch. Always happy. Look at this. I just released this perch and my hands are touching the water. It's cold. Ooh, it's really, really, really cold. So, but I'm not complaining because we have 3 perch already in this shitty cold weather. So, cool. I like to fish on a head from 7 or 10 gram, depending the depth. And I use like a 0.12 W10 line. That line is very, very good. And I wait until it's on the bottom. And what I want to do is let it jump over the bottom. Small jumps like 7-8 centimeters, and not too fast, but also not too slow, because otherwise you are not covering water enough. Just like small ticks from your wrist, like this. I see many people doing the whole arm like this. That's too much. Just like this, and then you move it like 6-7 centimeters. And it's a good idea. You do 2-3 small jumps, and then you wait for 1-2 seconds, and then you do a few jumps again. Many times the bite will come when you are waiting, when the networm is just sitting there on the bottom. And sometimes the bite is hard, like really thick, but sometimes you are just holding it. And then it's a good thing to wait for a second, and if he is doing a little bit like this on the rod tip, you can set the hook.
In our vision, we are always trying to find the best spot. We don't have it, we are trying to find it. And that way I think you find much more spots than thinking, hey, I have the best spot. Because in the end, that's not the case. All right, so we casted out this area. We caught one perch. So I'm gonna let the boat drift on the wind a little bit, anchor again, and make do a similar fishing style and make some parallel casts with the wind. So let's drift the boat.
Yeah, look, I was fishing with 10 gram with the bulties and the fire tire, but I struggle to feel the bottom, you know, because there's quite a lot of current. And like I always say, I fish as light as possible, but as heavy as necessary. So I'm gonna change, and it looks a little detail, but I'm gonna change from 10 to 12 to have a better feeling. Because 10 was really too light with this current. There's a lot of current today. That's also the case here on this lake. It's a river river connected lake, and always, not always, but many times there's a current. This water is the most dynamic water I know. It's never the same, never the same. You can come here for a day fishing and the next day can be totally different. The water color can be different, the current can be different, the fish can be gone somewhere else, so it's always very challenging.
Let's try a drop shot when fishing is a little bit slower. We still need to figure out the code. We caught 3 perch, 2 on a networm, one deep, 1 medium deep and 1 shallow.
Yeah.
So
like,
not much of a pattern going on right now.
Like we said, it's they are very spread out. So yeah.
Of course, we have been fishing together for some time now, and it also helps that you know each other. So we have likewise mindsets about not staying too long in a spot, not being scared of not catching something.
No, that's important.
For some time.
Yep.
To search. Oh, I had a bite. Yeah. Shit.
Good bite. You missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, hard bite.
Okay. Okay.
One of the cool things here is you can expect everything. It's a deep water, so I just missed the strike. It's impossible to say it was a perch or it was a zander or it was a pike. Could have been a small zander because I caught them here last week. At least as many small zander as perch, so I'm not too sure. But it was a bite, that's most important. Yeah.
I tell you, Toon,
That's a big zander, or?
I was fishing very slow with this bulties.
That's a big one. It's a good spot.
the new bulties color.
Fantastic. It's a good zander, or?
Not sure. It feels like a perch, but it can be also
And it's
a zander.
a tank.
It's maybe a zander that fights like
bite?
it. No, not a good bite.
It's a perch, I think.
Yeah, perch. Yeah, good perch. Yes, sir.
That's a big one.
On the bulties.
A heavy one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's a healthy one. Yeah.
Super nice colors.
Ooh. Nice. Wow.
Ah, fantastic.
What a beautiful fish. Soon when I saw this color, I said, I have to use it. Look at this, how nice it is. 12 grams stand up, bulties in the new colors.
Tiger perch, yeah.
Man. Tiger perch for big. Look at this.
That's a big one.
With Captain Toon, you're always catching fish. Very beautiful.
So normal soft lures
yeah, they work too.
still works.
Yeah, still works. But it's not a normal soft lure, it's a bulties.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 46. A really healthy one.
Yeah, a healthy one with
That's
the
most
belly.
important.
Okay, my friend. Oh, guys. Whoa, the water is cold. The water is cold. You cannot imagine. If you put your hands in the water. Woo! But I have a warm heart with cold fingers.
It seems like the perch are absolutely spread out. Most of all, it was just really a struggle to find them and to catch them. It would just be spot hopping from one to the other spot, trying to chase down the perch, but they were everywhere, in deep and in shallow water, but at the same time, seemed like they were nowhere. Easy to... I missed one. In the deep, it was on, while it was on the bottom.
Ja.
Maybe we need to fish networm here also.
Ik had hem op de bodem hoor. Ik had hem echt...
Super strange.
Ja, ik sleep hem over de bodem, die bulties. Here, again.
Yeah.
Again. Same thing. Boom.
Oh my God.
Very small bite.
We're chasing patterns.
I love this. The W8 rod, the Versities. Man,
Yeah.
look at this rod. It's so sensitive.
It's a big one.
Oh man,
right?
it's just a little thick. But on this
Look,
rod,
this is the 5th.
man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Whoa, look at that, what's coming up. Whoa! Yes! Yes! Beautiful fish! Look at this! Look at this
it's
fish!
golden.
Oh, what a beautiful fish
That's
again.
a complete golden one.
Wow! This is why perch fishing is so crazy, so nice. Eh? Look at this, man. Look at this. I love it, I love it, I love it. Again
Fantastic.
on this new Bulties, eh? Super, eh? Super this.
This color looks fantastic in
I
the water.
saw it in your box. I said, Toon, can I have one? Because I don't have it myself. I said, oh, that's so beautiful. And yeah, okay.
47.
47, yeah. Look to his eyes. So
yeah, he's
beautiful,
47.
beautiful yellow eyes.
Now we are chasing patterns. That's the third
Yeah.
one we are catching deep. And it's a good size one again. It's still the fish who is deciding to bite.
It looks maybe easy when you see it on films, on photos, but it's not so evident.
Absolutely. We're going to move the boat again 10 meters or 20 meters to the right and see if we can redo this. So we've caught now 3 perch in a row in a rather deep area, and we have some more space to go to the right and to fish the same drop off in the deep. So that's what we're going to do. When the cast is finished, I move the boat again, let it drift on the wind, and we repeat the same thing we've done now.
Very good idea. Moet eruit or?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I'm gonna put
It's all.
the net back in its place,
Okay.
that we don't fall overboard. Not really the temperature to do that.
And like you have seen, even it can happen to us also that we have 3-4 hours not a bite, but we never give up. We never give up. We keep on searching and we keep on casting and we don't lose any focus. It can happen the last hour of the day.
We just arrived to the new spot, and I think I saw, but I'm not completely sure, I think I saw 2 to 3 perch. We're gonna give a few casts and see if they are catchable.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
For me it becomes personal if I see them, because we now, after so many time using this Garmin stuff, we have a good feeling it's perch or zander. Then it becomes personal and yeah, cast 4, 5, 6 times. No, okay, change lure again. And if you then, after 3 times changing and a little bit different technique, if you then have a boom, man, that feels good. That's fantastic.
That gives most
Yeah.
satisfaction, I
Yeah.
would say also. How many casts?
Many.
Different color network.
Many. Yeah, the net. Really cool. Yes, sir.
Different color network.
And complete inside, eh? And this color, we have a victory with this one.
Yeah. This color, watermelon red, was the color where Luc and I won the Skills and Stripes with last year.
Special one, eh? Has a
Yeah.
scar here, see?
Scarred
Something.
one.
Scarface. Yes.
Sander, huh?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think so.
You think so? Okay.
It looked like Sander on the side scan.
On this net warm curl.
New spot?
New spot. Very good, Captain Toon.
A new
Feels
one.
like a sander. Feels a
Yeah.
little bit bigger.
It looked like good size Sanders.
Oh, whoa, what a perch. What a perch. Whoa. Whoa. What a beast. Look at that.
Curl?
Curl, complete inside. Complete inside. This is a kicking, guys. What a beast. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And the lure, I caught it Now you are the witness. The networm curl. It was a solid bite, a small tick.
What a fantastic fish.
Cool, eh? This is cool, eh?
I think that's 50.
I'm not sure, but it's a magnificent fish. Look at this. Wow. A dark one, eh? The other ones are more like light on the head. This is very dark.
This is an old one.
This is an old warrior like me. Yes.
48.
But look at, when you hold them in your hand, you're really like a big
Small
brick.
carbs, huh?
Yeah. Whew. Well done. So from Westin we have two different networms. This is a networm curl, and I took it because it's a little bit more slim, but if you look very good on the end, there is a kind of belly, so it's also standing straight up, especially with this net heads. They are very nice standing up, and this is something, yeah, they are attracted to it. Just cast out, make small ticks on the bottom, fish it patiently, and then boom! It's super, super, super. The weather is getting shitty again. Yeah, it's melting snow, so it's quite cold to the hands. Like you can see, they are starting to become red, and it's cold. I think it's 1 degree or something, but we have a bite now and then, so I can live with it. Oh, a bite.
Oh,
A good bite.
oh. What a bite. That was a zander.
Was the zander, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. It was so hard,
Yeah, then.
but completely slack in my life.
Oh yeah. What is that?
Oh, what a bite.
What do you have
Perch,
there?
big perch, I think.
Big perch. Oh yeah. Oh, very beautiful one. Very beautiful one. Yes. Look at that.
Whoa!
Look at that beast.
Oh my
Very
god.
beautiful fish.
Oh, the colors!
Cool.
Look how fat it is!
It's a beautiful fish, man. Beautiful fish.
Whoa!
Wow.
Look how fat it is! 49.5, not 50. No.
Just not, but
Barely,
yeah, but
barely not.
it's no problem. I mean,
No, no,
it's a
no, no.
fantastic
A fish like this?
Whoa.
Unbelievable. What a fish. Compared to the 50 we had as first fish, this one was much bulkier. Was an extremely heavy fish, and just before I already lost another bite, a similar bite. I call these type of bites slack bites. So when you're fishing extremely slowly with a networm, like this one in motor oil red, and you just completely lose the tension. Really hard strike, lose the tension, and then boom, you can set the hook. Wow,
It's really cool. Eh?
fantastic fish.
The fishing is quite hard at the moment. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But we are still searching for spots, and one spot is producing, another one not. So that's part of the game. It's not like coming to the spot and boom, boom, boom. It's not like that. We do many spots in a day, sometimes 20, 30, and we are also already happy. But I have the feeling, yeah, something is going to happen. So keep with us.
You know what I say? It's always possible to find a few fish that you can catch. Never say it's not possible. It's always possible to catch them, but you have to find it in your fishing day.
Yeah! Goby!
On the goby!
Big perch. Big perch.
Perch.
He's here.
I'm also here.
Yes.
Big one.
Big one on the goby. The goby only catches the big ones. Wow, it's another really healthy one again,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
On our ultra realistic gunner the goby. And I'll explain when we put this one back how I retrieve this lure. It took a while, but there he goes. Super. Alright guys, so let me explain you how to fish our new ultra realistic gunner the goby. So first of all, of course, make a cast in the water like that. Let it go down towards the bottom, might take a while. And yes, we have bottom. What I tend to do is I give it some small twitches without lifting it completely from the bottom, and I leave it again in its place. Then I do again like this, some small twitches, and I leave it in its place. It's a very easy way of fishing. You can compare it with a little bit the same style as Carolina rig. I don't like to lift it far from the bottom, as gobies in their natural behavior also tend to go inside the rocks and not go swimming upwards. And that has been working really good. Last spot for the day. We just saw some bait fish here, so let's make a few casts here. Then we're going to ramp up the boat to trailer it, and taking a hot shower at first because it's really freezing cold.
A hot shower and a hot soup. I want a hot soup after a day like this. Oh my God. Oh. What a temperature. It's like fishing in the North Pole.
So already on the first day, I think we both saw that the fishing would be hard, because in the end, on the first day, you already fish a few spots where you know the perch might be there, can be there. And when you're fishing these spots and you get only one bite, you know already the next day, tomorrow, probably it will not happen here. So this is why we also decided maybe go to a different part of the lake, try some different areas. I mean, after one day we could already tell it would become difficult to catch them.
This looks also a nice area. You see these points and these shallow places.
Yeah, what we've seen is they were close to sharp drop-offs and points. So I think we mark a few points already to try tomorrow. For example, this looks like a nice point, has deep water.
Yeah.
Close by, we've caught a lot of fish on 6 to 8 meters. So if we place a waypoint, for example, here.
So we can try tomorrow.
And I call it 52 centimeter perch. I think we know the area to fish tomorrow. We'll try a different area. We'll try more in the middle of the lake. And we'll see what happens. Maybe after a few hours of fishing we know enough, and we can go back to the area where we have been fishing today, because the fishing was definitely not bad at all.
No.
But at least we're starting in a different area, and the objective of the day is a little bit the same as today. It's chasing down a really, really long perch, and really long is, in my opinion, 52 or above.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where we are trying to put the border on 52. I find that a perch from 52, that's an enormous perch.
Yeah, true,
and don't get me wrong, a 50 is an enormous perch, and even a 48 is an enormous perch. But on these lakes,
this 2 centimeters is difficult to reach. 52 is difficult to reach here. Yeah.
On these lakes, I think that's the objective for tomorrow. A 52 centimeter perch, and we will be back tomorrow with hopefully a 52 centimeter perch.
See you guys.
We have the second day coming up, and we are absolutely pumped. Yeah.
You need the bigger net too?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a perch.
It's very heavy.
Totally inhaled.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah.